an unfamiliar and frightening future, a world filled with miraculous wonders and horrors most unimaginable, our heroes have gone through a lot. Over the last 5 years, they have experienced the ravages of unholy war, the irreplaceable losses, and the sobering effects of innocence lost, yet they have persevered. They have walked through the siege perilous to create some semblance of a life for themselves, one drop of blood, one drop of sweat at a time. Come with us on a walk across the dimensions, time, and space. Come with us on a journey through the rifts. Hi, my name is Mark Dudley, and I will be your game master for this Rifts live play, Ghost in the Machine. With us today are our four for today, players. So, guys, starting with you, Nick, tell us your name and tell us who you'll be playing and the character class.
All right, my name is Nick Amati, and I will be playing Gunmaster Yufei Zhan Yu. His name is Bishop. He's a gunmaster from the Geofront, which is in Rifts, China. Okay. And he has traveled here to basically gather intel and do anything he can to help fight the Yama Kings, which are the demon threat back where he's at.
Okay. All right, Joe.
My name is Joe Kane. I will be playing the Cyber Knight, the Cyber Knight Crusader, Jack Gray. And Jack's been he's a bit of an adventurer, but he's settled down to a slightly quieter life recently. But he's never one to turn down a good adventure, though.
Okay. Corey.
Hi, my name's Corey. I'm playing the Leyline Walker Nelson. He's I don't know. He's basically just gonna be an interesting character to kind of play out, I suppose, is all I can really say about him. So I'm pretty excited to try that out.
All right, and Jessica.
Hi, I'm Jessica, or Jess. My character's name is Katya Volkov. She is Russian, but she's been in America so long, so her accent's pretty gone. She's a combat mage. Combat mage, right?
Yep.
She's a combat mage. She has some time missing. Like she doesn't know what happened, but she has bits of time that are missing. And she's all about hitting first, asking questions later. Like she's ready for a fight.
Wow. So, I think we've put together a large assortment of what Rifts have to offer. So let's get into a Rifts tale. Let me set the scene.
Can't wait.
Rifts, Earth, or where we're residing right now, this locale, the planet has seen some changes due to something that happened in the golden age of man, which was the 22nd century. Mankind kind of found out that magic existed in the hard way. They killed a lot of people on some ley lines, and it brought magic back to the planet because of all the death and destruction activating those ley lines. So they found out magic was real through a whole bunch of cataclysms and zombie plagues and you name it, demon plagues, it happened. Basically the apocalypse on steroids. And this, we find ourselves in the aftermath of that world, trying to pull itself together one brick at a time. Where we find ourselves particularly is a republic known as Ishpaming, otherwise known in this world for its manufacturing prowess. It's called Northern Gun. So guess what they create at this republic? We find ourselves at a bar called Shots and Noodles. Part bar, part Chinese restaurant. A lot of the clientele at this bar are actually some of the most roughest, toughest, rootinest, tootinest, shootinest people in that area. It's a mercenary bar, it's an assassin bar, any type of low life with a gun you can think of hangs out at that bar, you know, and some magic users, because there's magic here too. In this world, technology and magic, technology is where it was at the golden age, which is very high. So you're liable to get dang near anything here. At Shots and Noodles, Shots and Noodles is run by our buddy Bishop.
Yes.
Bishop, Bishop.
That is my establishment.
Yes, Bishop, Katya, Jack, and Nelson were all part of a demonic conflict called the Minion War that spilled over onto this Earth. It actually was going on throughout the whole megaverse. So they did their part for some years and got out with their skins intact, for what that's worth. And so Bishop decided to start a bar. And that's where we find ourselves. Again, like I said, in Shots and Noodles. There are two rules at Shots and Noodles. One, no killing on the premises. And two, no pulling any weapons on the premises.
I
That's
insist.
so fun.
All right. So, it's a typical Friday night at Shots and Noodles. Spirits and fatty foods are on the order, and a live band is belting out heavy riffs to accompany the night's karaoke. Smoke fills the air. A group from the local Magic Users Guild sits off on a corner with a vantage to the door. 3 of them in total, looking around suspiciously, laser focused on anyone walking in. So, Bishop and his assistant, Tess, or more so his barkeep, Tess, come from the office, and they're looking at, what's going on tonight. They're happy because, again, if you got customers, you're going to be happy. I hope, anyway.
That's the daily take.
Right. Tess looks at Bishop and says, man, wow, Bishop, who would have thought that we'd be raking it in like this 4 years ago?
Well, Tess, we have good business sense. And by we, I mean you. And this is the perfect R&R after what we went through. And also, why do you say, who would have thought? I had perfect confidence in our business capability, meaning yours.
Tess looks at Bishop as if he's lost his mind.
Don't look at me like that.
And she says, you, huh? Okie dokie. Tess is a dwarf. And I mean dwarf in the magical sense, not dwarf in the human sense. She is stout, doing her thing. She as they say, she's stout, and she, if worse couldn't worse, she better handle herself. But she's also very shrewd. She has been around for centuries and has seen a lot, which we will find out later.
She's my confidant. She handles things at Shots and Noodles when I'm not around.
Yes. All right, so the magic user surveyed the bar. One of the magic users slinks over to Bishop and Tess. The guy is tall, pale, gaunt, and he wears gaudy jewelry emblazoned with the symbol of his magic order.
It's a good thing I don't discriminate. Can I help you, sir?
She says, we know you know where Nelson is. We're
going to go right into the business. Okay.
He says, we have it on good information that he frequents this establishment. He can't hide forever.
Who said he's hiding?
Another mage steps next to the tall mage as out of thin air. We only want what he took from us. We'll be on our way then.
Okay, well, it sounds like you have business with Nelson, is it? Nelson? It's an interesting name. Well, I don't know said person. Tess, do you know a Nelson?
She's like, Tess is like this. Not my business. She says, stop harassing people or get the hell out of here. Your choice.
Well, there you go. She's spoken. gentlemen. So either buy a drink or buy food and chill and relax and enjoy yourselves, or get out.
And so they start to converse amongst each other. There's some arguing. There's some orders being thrown, and they say, "You have no idea. If you know this guy, and I'm sure he doesn't. He definitely honors your agreements, and so why would you stop him from honoring one of ours?"
Well, I don't know you. 1, 2, your business is with Nelson, whoever this person is, and 3, maybe start off with a little more of a friendly approach instead of making demands so suddenly, gentlemen. So,
hey, so you
there's
have
that.
I'm pretty sure you got your sheet right there, right?
Yeah, I got my sheet.
Okay, so what I'm going to need you to do is roll me I think it's intuition.
Okay.
Is it intuition? Is intuition on the sheet?
I don't know what would be the
It should
character.
be in the top attributes.
What is the
No, I think there's like intelligence. I
Intelligence.
think.
Okay, roll me an intelligence. I forgot we're not playing D&D.
There you go. That's a brand crossing.
That's right, buddy. So roll
Okay.
me an intelligence.
So that'd be IQ.
Yep, IQ. Yes, sir.
All right.
And then I think there's a mental endurance.
No, yeah,
Oh,
we'll need
oh, yeah,
him
that's
for
a whole different thing. Yeah.
that. Nobody's beating him yet.
17.
17. What you notice is the third mage is running around he's blinking in the back, throwing coin around for God knows what. And obviously the people there at the establishment have no problem taking his coin. Yeah.
Okay. Tess, do you want to go find out what that's about?
My pleasure. Just as Tess is walking away from you, the door opens. We see a guy with a big handlebar stash and a a cowboy hat with a star on it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you recognize this guy as Constable McCleary.
McCready.
All right.
Your first Friday night conversation.
Yep, he swaggers through the door. He's a bull of a man with handlebar stash, chomping on an unlit cigar.
And that cowboy hat of his.
He carries an ancient coat peacemaker, but and on inspection, that coat peacemaker has a lot of runes and a lot of magical writing on it. McCleary says to you, "These fellas ain't upsetting any apple carts, are they, Bishop? Be ashamed to boot their asses out of the only decent ramen joint this side of Chi-Town."
Constable. No, so far everything seems to be kosher. I don't see any problem with them unless they start something. Speaking of your ramen, got it in the usual booth.
Tall Mage says, "We were just leaving." Tess says, "You're damn right you were."
Oh, Tess, you are in rare form tonight.
Yep. He says, as the mages take their leave, the tall mage turns and gives Bishop and Tess a glaring look.
Normally, those would be the looks that usually get your ass beat, but it's a Friday night. Good band playing, cigars going, drinks are flowing. We'll let it slide. Make a mental note of them.
Just then, just as if on cue, an old friend walks in. Jack Gray, with two trainees from what would be the Cyber Knight monastery.
Jack, you got a couple little trainees with you again, huh?
Well, I had to show them around properly. And what's a tour without stopping by Shots and Noodles.
McCleary says, yeah, I had to show him how to drink. Tess started laughing.
Hey,
You
that
can't
was
learn
only
that
the
at
one time.
monastery.
Wait, can Cyberknights even drink? Isn't that against your code? Or is that something else? Am I thinking of someone else?
I think you have us confused with someone else.
Not a problem. All right, I'll tell you what, trainees, you got yourself a good mentor there. Although I, believe half of what you hear from him. Go to the bar, tell him you're with Jack, and you'll be fine. Jack, when you get a second, I'll have a word with you on the side.
Sure thing.
McCleary says, Jack, how's that working for you?
It's a work in progress. Let's leave it at that.
Like if I hang out with as many low lives as you have, hell, I changed my entire name.
And we're going to leave it at that, McCreary.
So he pats you on the back. He pats you on your back. He said, I'm just noodling you, man. You know I am.
Oh yeah. Good to see you. Good to see you.
The puns are just running wild on a Friday night here.
So you guys are going to get together and talk, right?
Oh yeah.
We'll go to the side booth.
And Tess comes with you.
Yeah.
That's her way. But she doesn't leave your side most of the time.
Right.
As she's ordered around the rest of the bar staff as she walks past them. Tess looks at you, Jack, and says, Jack, tell him what you told me about that order of freaks that just left out of here. I'm sure you saw them pass here as you walked in.
Oh yeah.
Talking about you and them in the boarding house.
Mm-hmm.
Say what now?
That exact same group came over to the boarding house asking about Nelson. I'm assuming they probably did the same thing here.
What a coincidence. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think Nelson's gotten himself into now?
The list is too long. But when's the last time you saw him?
At least a couple of weeks.
Mm.
I mean, he just pops in here. He's got his room up there. He can pop in whenever he wants. There's only like a couple of ways the ley lines are allowed to get in there anyway. But I haven't heard from him in a couple of weeks. But what's the deal with this order? They look kind of pasty.
She's
magic
like,
folk.
Tess says, ley lines, smay lines. There's no ley lines coming through here. I don't know how he's getting in here.
Where there's a will, there's a way when it comes to Nelson.
What's he doing, right? What's he doing riding the strands?
Would it really surprise you if he wasn't doing that?
Nothing surprises me about that guy.
Nelson's written a lot of things in his life. Why not that?
Indeed. But yeah, it's been at least a couple of months since I saw him, so I have no idea what he could have gotten himself into this time. But I'm not gonna lie though, I'm not familiar with that order specifically. Are they new players? Have you seen any others of them around?
I don't know. Tess, what do you got on them?
I've just started seeing that insignia around over the last year.
Okay.
That old museum, the one at the top of the hill. Yeah, they basically took that over and started renovating it, from what I hear.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually the only ley line in this town runs through that thing, from what I understand.
I mean, truth be told, I always figured that place was going to be claimed by somebody, but
Well, if it's the only ley line, that kind of makes sense why they might know Nelson now.
Legend has it that when people first moved here, they had to run a dragon out of there.
I remember that story.
Yeah. That story just doesn't seem to go away, though, does it?
Nope.
Who knows around, who knows around this place? But just as you guys are in the depth of your conversation, you see a story on a HoloNet that stops everyone cold. Including McCleary, and on the other side of the bar, including McCleary. The story is a breaking news alert talking about the disappearance of an engineer from a Northern Gun R&D facility.
Oh shit.
Mm.
Any information on the assailants or the kidnappers has a 10,000 credit a reward attached to it.
Oh, and G not playing around.
Nope.
10,000. That's going to attract a few out of the woodworks.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, and Tess says, yeah, the wrong type of few. They don't, obviously they're not going to care about the guy.
Oh no.
No.
A bounty like that, they're looking to keep him quiet.
So as that report finishes, you hear a lot of banter going around in the bar.
There it starts.
Yep.
Mm.
And as you look to the corner of the room, you see three men stand up and they're up in each other's faces.
Mm.
Okay. All
You,
right.
Tess knows these guys, and you have seen these guys before, Bishop. One, his name is Cole. He's a headhunter. He's got a cybernetic arm. The other's name is Baba. He's a juicer, a phaeton juicer. So he's a pilot. So, you know, seeing him in anything is kind of rare. He's really jittery. And the other one is Scripps. Scripps is a new guy, a baby, so to speak. And from what you've heard, he has psychic abilities. You don't know exactly what, but he talks a lot of shit. And he's the one stirring up things over in that little corner of the room.
Mm.
You overhear him say, you two guys couldn't catch a cold. I've heard a lot about you and none of it good. You need to leave this to the pros.
Should have sprung
Cole
for
and
security.
Cole and Baba look at him and they just start laughing. Like, come back when you got the milk from behind your ears, kid.
It's a lot of shit talking happening tonight.
Doesn't take kindly to that, and he pulls his gun.
Oh, shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. All right.
Hess gets up. But what do you guys do?
Looks
Well-
like somebody forgot where they were.
Yeah, and you know my rule.
You have it emblazoned on the door.
Blazing on door. So I'm gonna do a pull shot. So I'm gonna pull my piece and I'm gonna shoot it at the firing pin of his gun.
Okay, so you want to roll 20 side, or you
All
want
right.
to use an ability to do it?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna use an ability. It's a skill shot. It's a 6th level.
Okay,
It's called pull gun shot.
okay, go ahead and roll.
So it doesn't do damage. It's just meant to intimidate, kind of set the tone,
Okay,
guys.
go ahead and roll a 20 for me.
All right. 16.
You got that, no problem. The gun actually flies right out of his hand. And he turns around and looks at you, or down the smoking barrel of your gun. What the fuck, man? And you see flames start to rise around him, but he starts to think better, and they calm down. I
Don't
didn't
ruin
mean
your Friday
nothing
night,
by
kid.
it. He says, I didn't mean nothing by it. Jesus Christ, that's my shooting hand.
Well, then I would have shot your shooting head, Cole. But I shot your gun.
And so,
And you know the rule.
like a child, he traipses out. What the fuck, man? And they all start laughing. Old bar erupts in laughter.
Tess, did he pay his bill before he ran?
Tess is like, I'll pay his bill just to keep his stupid ass out of here.
No. Starter tab. We'll keep it
Fair
running.
enough, boss. Fair enough. Just as things start to wind down, Nelson and someone in a hooded robe walk down from Nelson's room. Nelson
Okay.
looks bad.
Well, that's usually the way he comes in, and does he look worse than normal?
Yeah, he does.
All right. Before he
I'm
gets
gonna-
further down here, I'm gonna go ahead and let's go talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So you
head
guys
over there.
get up to him, and you
Mhm.
both have to help this hooded figure get him downstairs to a table.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna take one of the back booths.
All right,
A
so
little
you
bit.
guys take a back booth and set him down.
And I'm gonna ask the
And
hooded
Tess
figure.
brings him something to drink.
Yeah. Tess, get him his wake up juice. And who are you, hooded figure?
The hooded figure pulls back the hood, and to your surprise, it's Katya.
Did
Oh,
you miss me?
My
what
God.
the hell are you doing here?
Are
The
we?
free country.
I'm gonna do something
Supposedly.
unnatural. I'm gonna give a fist bump. We don't do hugs. Katja, what
Whatever.
in the hell are you doing here? And what in the hell happened to Nelson over
What
here?
happened to Nelson?
Well, the last thing Katya remembers is Nelson pulling her out of a firefight in Chi-Town. In the burbs, actually.
Katya, you went to the burbs again?
So you know about her little underground railroad scheme, do you? Katya's been helping people, helping dimensional being families escape the repression of the burbs. Yeah.
I've always respected it, but come on now.
Wait a minute. Katja is helping people willingly without pay against an oppressive. Wait, hold on. What's going on here?
I get to kick people in the face.
And there you have it.
That surprisingly makes a lot of sense.
To be fair, that completely tracks.
I mean, that would be, I don't see a lot of layers to this. That actually kind of makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Nelson tries to speak up, but his voice is so hoarse you guys can't even make it up.
What, Nelson? This is worse than that last binger I saw you on. What is going on here, Katja? What is going on with this guy?
What did you guys just get out of?
Well, you guys just came back, and when he transported you guys here, you guys had just came back from New Laszlo, where you dropped those people off that you were trying to help.
Yeah, because the only way to get into that room up there is through magic transport. That only Nelson knows how to do.
I don't know why he appeared.
That's right. She didn't know why he appeared, or even how he appeared.
Nelson came out of nowhere.
Right.
But Katja, you're coming down the same set of stairs. The door is that over there.
What happened?
Because we were there and then we were here.
Nelson chirps up a little bit so you can hear him. He says, been looking for Katja for months. I heard something that I needed to tell her.
Well, what did he tell you?
Well, he didn't tell her yet.
Okay, so I guess we're on suspense then. So
What he
Katja,
tells Katja,
I was kidnapped and brought here.
oh, kidnapped. So Nelson gives Katja a side look. Kidnapped. Oh, it's like that now, huh?
Oh, it's like that.
Oh, yeah. He says, well,
frankly, you could have been kidnapped in worse places.
He says, I've been on the trail of I've been on the trail of a little imp that tells me that he might know what happened to your memories. I didn't know anything was going on with your memories. You don't talk to us, you don't write, you don't call.
I mean, I've been doing fine without them. Do I need them?
Well, I'll tell you what, that might be a blessing in disguise if you can forget some of the stuff, some of the memories. I mean, we were talking about memories from back in the day during the war.
You see, you see Nelson look a little contemplative on that particular subject.
Nelson, you've been very busy tracking down imps, and apparently you've run afoul of what were they again? Yeah, Joe.
He says they call themselves. He whispers they call themselves the Order of Iblis.
That's the name.
Okay, so I guess you do know them.
Why are they looking for you?
What happens? So he pulls out a device that looks like a cell phone, but it's got these antennas hanging out of these coils.
Mm.
They're looking for that. Is what he says.
They're looking for your what is it, like a deranged hood ornament? What is this, Nelson?
Right, I understand.
Go ahead, Jessica.
What do you add to it?
All right, so what is like, do you and Corey came up with a number, right, for your new IQ too?
Yeah.
All right, so just roll a 20 based on that number.
Right, but I don't understand what I'm doing with my IQ number.
Okay, no, I mean you're rolling, and you're gonna roll the 20-sided, and we're gonna match the number against what your IQ number. If you roll under your IQ number, then you got it.
Okay. Oh, well, my IQ number is a 23.
Oh well, yeah, you don't have to roll anything. automatically, Katya recognizes the artifact. Man, Katya's great.
Well,
yeah,
I rolled a 10.
Go ahead and roll, Jack, because I want to see what you come up with.
I got a 10.
Okay, you've seen the artifact before, or something like it. What you recognize it as, Jack, is a techno wizard device, possibly having to do with transport or with dialing specific number sequences. So it might be a calculator. But what Katya realizes is that it's really a device for storing in and calculating numbers for ley line walkers. Basically, almost like we're gonna call it almost like a pocket Stargate.
Damn.
Okay, so you guys know what this thing is? Because you can feel free to share it anytime. Oh, and Koch, I got your usual vodka coming.
Vodka!
Go ahead and share what I know.
Yeah, go ahead and share what you know.
Yeah, it's a storage. It's like a storage device I've seen. Techno wizard tech though.
Oh, goody.
It's tech wizard stuff, so there's no way that can be good.
What does it look like?
A cell phone with a bunch of a bunch of old.
Sorry, he called it a hood ornament.
No, it's a cell phone, right? But it's like, like back in the Jetsons, how they had those weird needles sticking out stuff. That's what it had sticking out. Oh yeah, it's definitely some techno wizard stuff. It's some wires and shit too. It looks put together by hand. So Nelson tries to talk again, but he's getting hoarse, and so you barely can understand him. And he says, the idiots didn't even know what it is for, and even now they don't know what it's for. God, those guys are idiots. And no, I'm not giving it back.
All right, so Nelson's voice is starting to creep me out a little. Can we get him some like honey or something, or some tea, just to help that voice of his?
Get him vodka. It cures everything.
That's your answer to everything. Koch's vodka.
Obviously.
Gasoline for the.
Greek, it would be Windex.
Just ethnic slurs are just flying.
So here is where we're going to take our break and come back in about 5 minutes to conclude this chapter.
All right, this is Joe, your Simp Master Thirst King.
And Christine, your scientist supreme.
From the Honeycomb Hideout, the podcast for ponderous pop culture people.
We're dropping new episodes every other Wednesday, covering topics from deep dives into anime classics to dishing over Hollywood drama.
Now remember, this is an 18 and up podcast. So if you're not over 18, you want to keep your tail at home. But for the rest of you, you can track us down over on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts, and Radio Public.
Hey everybody, this is Irvin.
And Nico, Shani Otaku. Here we don't just touch on manga, we emphasize and highlight creators in Oyo manga.
In our chill lounge, you'll see us cover live interviews with popular and infamous artists, writers, animators, cosplayers, voice actors, you name it.
These industry talks reveal what Oyo is about and what advice can be shared, so those coming in can find a way to burn brightly.
Check out Shining Spotlight, now available on Spotify, and you can still follow us on YouTube.
Come join us. We'll catch y'all later.
Okay. When last we left Shots and Noodles, Nelson had shown up with Katya. It was a long overdue reunion. And we found out that Nelson had a device that Katya theorized allowed him to control his ley line walking to a far more precise way than he would naturally. And
I never said that.
Well,
I'm just saying, I didn't tell them what it was for. I just said I knew what it was for.
Oh, did you? Okay. Well, I stand corrected.
Well, the audience now has that information.
Yes, the audience now has that information. And I forgot who I was dealing with. So,
But a homecoming.
Katya being duplicitous as usual, hold some very
I mean, that's why I'm here, right?
right, hold some very interesting information to herself. So at the end, but Nelson did say whatever it was, he wasn't giving it back.
Oh, so he's only borrowing this item. That's comforting.
Right. Oh, he's not giving it back. So I would like for all of you guys to make an IQ roll.
All right.
All right. And I got a 7.
Okay.
15.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, you rolled a 7.
My IQ's
Katya,
20.
you really don't have to roll it, but you know,
Okay.
what you. But again, we want to be consistent. Katya, what you notice? Actually, no. Let me get to Yak first. To Jack. Jack, you don't notice anything.
Okay.
Now, Bishop, you notice a commotion near the back of the room.
Okay.
But it kind of doesn't look any different than any commotion on a Friday night at your spot.
What kind of commotion, though? Is it like
Well,
a
it's the type
fight?
of, well, no, it's not a fight. It's just an argument. It happens all the
Okay.
time. But what you
I mean, it
notice,
could have been a party or something.
yeah, it could have been. But what you notice, Katya, is some dude slinking towards the door. Doesn't look right. Something funny, as if he has something urgent to tell somebody.
Slinking out?
Yep, he's headed for the door.
Can I throw something at him?
Sure. Where are you gonna throw it?
Don't throw the
What's
laptop.
around me?
A bottle
No,
of
not
vodka.
the vodka.
A bottle
No.
of vodka.
There's got to be other stuff.
A glass.
Okay, I'll throw a glass at him.
Oh,
Okay, so roll a 20 and whatever. What's your agility? Roll a 20 with your agility though.
This is why I can't have nothing nice in this place. Handle this. We got this.
He said, "You sure you don't want me to trump up something on him?"
No, not just yet. Not just yet. I'm going to put my hand on the back of the guy's neck.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put my gun in against his rib.
Okay.
Don't make this weird.
I'm not the one making it weird.
Don't make this weird. Take a seat.
So he says to you guys, "Look, no one's trying to make this weird. I'm just trying to get me a payday. You know, this is the only thing weird about it is you guys trying to stop me from getting paid."
Okay.
so
It's-
what is the Iblis Order looking to pay for the information you're planning to give them?
He's like, "They're already paid." He pulls out this coin which adds up to about 30 credits.
Okay. You know what? Respect. I'm a man of business. I understand. I'll give you 50 to sit on the information for 24 hours.
He's like, "Really?" His pain turns to profit. He starts smiling ear to ear.
Oh.
He's like, "What do you give me to hold on to the information for 2 days?"
I won't rip your balls off.
Yeah, that's payment enough.
So
Sure,
50 credits and no ball ripping.
Sure,
Sounds like a good weekend.
consider it sat on. Yeah, that'll do it.
All right, I'm going to slip the man 50 credits. Go get a drink at the bar.
So
You're too nice.
Tess suggests that you guys take this back to the office. Too many prying eyes.
Yeah. Got to take Nelson
Yeah.
upstairs to the second level.
Yeah, let's best to get this troublemaker out of sight.
My private office. Tess, you can stay. You know, we want to. I'll
That's
take.
it.
I'll
I
take him
got
up.
this. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you take care of stuff down here, and I'll. And give McCready an extra ball of ramen for the road.
Yeah, McCready's like, "Yeah, I'll get it later. I'm out of here. Gotta handle
Oh,
something."
fantastic.
Mhm.
All right, Jack and I will have help Nelson up the stairs.
Yeah, Nelson, you know,
Yeah.
he's no worse. He's definitely no worse for wear. He's seen better days.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys get to the office
Lock the door.
and you guys lock the door.
Mm-hmm.
And before you can sit down, there's a knock on the office door.
It's just somebody running up the stairs behind us.
Mm. For clarity's sake, is there a viewer? Is there a viewfinder in the door?
Yeah, of course there is.
Sure. So you guys see Tess like this. And you see this well-dressed, uniformed young lady with a Northern Gun hat on.
Oh, okay.
Looks like Northern Gun corporate espionage.
How do you want to
Gotcha.
handle this? This is your spot.
Koch, can you guide Nelson into the back of my office? I got a couch where he can just kind of crash on and it's kind of out of sight. I'm gonna talk to the strange uniform lady.
Can I just like potato stack him or fireman carry him
Sure, absolutely.
Go right ahead.
Alrighty.
and throw him on the mattress?
Yes, absolutely. That is how
All
things
right.
get handled here.
Once Koch is clear.
Oh, am I hiding too?
Oh no,
No.
you don't. I don't think you have to
You
hide.
don't have to hide.
No.
You just want to get Nelson undercover.
Oh, then why'd you ask me and not Jack?
Because he came in with you. Just don't argue with me on this. For God's
Just
sake, you got free vodka.
That's fair.
Mm.
Not ask you to carry a bag of diamonds up a
You
mountain.
definitely ask her to carry a bag of diamonds.
Right.
That wouldn't have made it to its destination.
All right, so I'm gonna crack open the door. Yes. Can I help you?
And she's like, "Are you Mr. Bishop?"
I am Bishop. Yes.
He says, "Boy, do I have a proposition for you."
All right. Open the door. Step into my office.
Tess looks at you like, she mouths, "I'm sorry." She snuck past me.
It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it. I'm like, it's cool. It's cool.
So she comes in and she says, "You know, God have heard that we have a piece of missing personnel."
Yeah, it was all across the news.
HoloNet's been full live with it.
He says, "As you might guess from an organization like ours, we're a little busy on the tail end of this thing. One, and two, they nabbed this guy straight out of R&D. So one might guess that we want to keep things a little hush-hush."
Is that why you put a $10,000 bounty, 10,000 credit bounty on him?
We put a 10,000 credit bounty for any information. We haven't put a bounty on the man. At least we haven't put a public bounty on the man. That's what I've come to you to talk about.
Go on.
Couldn't help but notice that it looks like at least a good portion of your team is here. Or your former team, I should say.
Right, that's probably more accurate.
She says, "Hey, former team, how are you?"
I'm just drinking vodka over here.
Fine, but a little disconcerted with your acknowledgement.
And by the way, you are?
I am? It makes
Just
no difference who I am.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to file that away.
A blank business card with a barcode and Northern Gun.
Okay, we playing this. All right. Okay. Let me store this for time.
She said, "It's what I can." She said, "What I can offer you."
Okay, go on.
She says, "You guys, you guys have a reputation of being one of the most effective teams in the region. Very discreet."
I've never heard of slander going up, but this is good.
Yeah.
I really want to know what's in our records now.
Don't fight it. That is us.
And she says, "What the funny thing is this, you always make it back alive for the most part. And in this town, that's effective enough."
Well, when you put it that way.
That's true. Did she actually sound disappointed by the last part?
A little bit.
So she's like, "I've come to make you an offer." She says, "This is an offer that will probably set your asses down for good." She said, "Because I also noticed you guys are taking penny ante jobs here and there. Helping the homeless, grabbing cats out of trees, things like that."
Oh, Katja, what in the hell have you been doing?
I
the
like
cat in the
cats.
tree. Okay, good. Because the cat in the tree thing, I was going to accuse Jack of doing that. That's because that sounds like something you do.
Actually, no, I was the one running the homeless soup kitchen last week.
She's like, "Look at that. Look at that there. Good for you. Good for you."
Don't patronize us.
Don't patronize the Cyber Knight, please.
She's like,
You can
"Point is,"
patronize him. Do not patronize me.
she's like,
Oh, yeah,
"Point
don't.
is, with a million, what could you do with 1,000,000 credits divided by 4 people?"
Northern Gun is authorizing 1,000,000 credits.
She's like, "That's chump change for what we really."
2 million.
Then she shuts up.
Now I want to know, is this a closed contract or is this an open contract?
She says, "Close." She says, "Close. You can make a contract, sir."
1,000,000 credits, huh?
1,000,000 credits.
To find your missing engineer.
Absolutely.
Are you saying billion or
No,
million?
we said million.
You said 2 million though.
And she says,
And now you're changing it to 1 million.
she says, wait right there. She pulls out a phone and makes a call, turns her back. A minute later, she comes back. She says, 3 million.
So you gotta haggle.
Oh, yeah. You're right, Koch. Sorry. I almost forgot what she does. 3 million credits.
She says, with that number, one might say that that engineer, she's worth a lot to us.
No, what
Kinda got
about
the
the
hint.
engineer's condition?
Jack, I'm going to guess alive and well.
Alive?
She says, it depends.
Remember, we're talking to Northern Gun.
She's like,
Touche.
as long as you can, if he's not alive and he doesn't have any head injuries, as long as you can keep his brain. And she steps outside the door, and a rolling robot caddy walks in. It's a little bitty like caddy, walks in with a box. As long as you can get his brain in this box, we'll consider that alive for our purposes. You can bring him back breathing, that's even better. She says, however, if it looks like he's going to be compromised, bring back, he says, for 2 million, you guys can bring back confirmation that he won't tell anybody else anything ever again. Or she won't
How
tell
do we
anybody
do that?
I think it's Koch. It's proof of kill, basically.
Mm-hmm.
She said, from what I understand, she's like, dental records are usually what you guys use in your business, right?
Typically.
Someone's been reading one too many
He said
reports.
DNA. She said, can you take, we got DNA on file.
Mm-hmm.
So Northern Gun is offering 3 million to retrieve the engineer in whatever condition, as long as the condition, or 2 million for proof of death in case the engineer is compromised. Define compromised.
If you find that she's talked to someone else about what she knows.
Mm.
The vagueness really helps. I have to be honest with you.
He said 2 million is enough to be as vague as you need to be, right?
That's true. Since we don't know what they know and what they've divulged, how would we know if they divulged it?
For clarity's sake.
She said, you guys are professionals, figure it out.
So
Fair
for
enough.
clarity's sake, 3 million for alive or preserved brain, 2 million for proof of elimination if secrets have been divulged.
That's about it. You guys are smart. She
Well,
said,
I mean, if we're killing him anyways, why not take the brain? I don't understand.
she says, if he's talked, then what he knows is useless to us at that point anyway. Because everyone will know it.
It's about maintaining exclusivity on the information.
He says, yes, Mr. Gray, after all, we do run a business here.
Yeah.
Call it corporate need to know.
I also want to know how the little robot got in to the second level. I got to improve security here.
It flew.
I'm impressed it could climb the stairs.
Yeah, right.
And she's like, she looks at you guys like, Northern Gun, huh?
Yeah. All right. I got to make a mental note of this. I got to stop by their showroom. This could come in
I
handy.
don't know who Northern Gun is.
She says, Northern Gun, the guys who you guys have been buying weapons from a long time. So every one of you probably have some Northern Gun weaponry. One way.
I wasn't asking. I wasn't asking. I'm just saying I don't know who you are.
And that's fine, right? That's good. That's good.
Is there vodka in here?
Yes, tons, a whole bottle.
Oh, thank God.
And multiple other spirits.
No, just vodka.
Okay, fair enough. So
Vodka.
she says, she gives you guys that card. She says,
Mm.
just read the barcode and and that'll contact me and let me know what you guys are thinking. She said, start thinking fast, daylight's wasted. And then she turned around and bid you guys adieu.
Ma'am, door shut, locked. What do you guys think?
I think this is a fucking setup.
Okay. Koch.
Do you have any kind of recording equipment in here that might have recorded her saying all of that?
Yes. When you walk in, I do have it. Out from
So
behind the
even
bar.
if it's a setup, we have confirmation that we were hired.
That's true, but Koch, I wasn't talking about. You know what? Hang on, let me rephrase that. What is your opinion on the mission itself, not whether it was offered to us? And the
Well,
money.
I think if we go after them, we should get their side of it. Like,
You are
why did they
surprisingly
run?
open-minded about this.
I'm pretty smart
They-
cookie when I want to be.
Oh no,
The
it's never a
problem
question of
that
intelligence. It's motive.
the problem that we face is if what this scientist knows is so important, what's to prevent Northern Gun from trying to take us out if they think that we know something they don't want us to?
Then we get to take them out too.
So now we're taking on Northern Gun.
Why not?
Guys, well, we have done much worse shit during the war, so I mean, this reminds me of that time, that one incident with the Pope thing that we I just don't want to have a repeat of that.
Let us not dwell on diluted time that we are never ever going to get back and focus on the present and potentially muddy danger.
Okay,
And
so
at that point, Nelson kind of chimes in, still trying to sleep it off, whatever happened to him. He's like, yeah, we don't kill kids.
I mean,
thank you for the contribution, Nelson. I will never speak of that again.
so I think this guy is important, and either way, we should find him. I think that lady was definitely shady. Do I want the 3 million? Yes. But
Well, look at it this way. Northern Gun is doing R&D. They're trying to catch up to the coalition and to Triax and to anybody else in this area. If they've really advanced something and whoever's taken him wants it, they're going to have a competitive advantage. So either way, whatever this person knows and whatever they're working on is going to come out sooner or later.
oh, he was taken? He didn't just run?
Everything's pointing to it being a kidnapping.
The report's saying kidnapping.
Yeah, but that's like Fox News. What if he just ran?
I actually got that reference. It's a 20th century thing.
There's every possibility that might be the case, which means us taking on this job becomes that much more.
Keep in mind that every bounty hunter is going for that 10,000 right now for just information. So they're going to be dropping bad leads. Uncredible people are going to be spread out. So if we're going to do this, let's do this now. Tess can watch the bar. Can watch the bar while I'm gone.
And on that note, you get a buzz from Tess.
Yeah.
Boss, I think you guys want to get down here.
On my way.
So we get to fight.
Are you guys gonna go downstairs and see what's shaking?
I got a camera. Well, I got cameras upstairs, so I'm gonna flick on the.
You flick on the camera and you see about 10 guys from that magic order with wands pointed at the door of the bar.
Oh, great! It's Harry Potter and crew. All right, I'm gonna go. You guys don't know that reference, but it'll be funny once you do get it.
Do
And on
do
that
you
note,
have like a metal bat or an axe?
All right. Well, I'm gonna load up two of my guns, and I'm also giving Tess have the secret sauce ready, because that's basically getting the internal defenses ready. It's for crowd modification in case somebody tries to get rough and regular guns won't work. Kind of got something set for it, especially for magic people.
so you guys head downstairs, right?
Yeah.
You go outside or you stay inside to talk stuff to them?
If they're inside, I'm inside.
Oh, they're outside your door. Outside.
Mhm.
They're
Oh, they're
road
outside.
street.
Man.
They surrounded the
Oh.
outside, right?
Yep. So you gonna go talk to them? What you gonna do?
Yeah. Okay. Are your rookies still in here?
Yep.
Yeah. I shout over to them. Y'all stay here.
And they're like, yeah, right.
That's in order.
And one of them says, yeah, right.
Gotta buy their spirit, Yak. I'm gonna go outside.
I'm going out too.
Our guy, the tall mage, the gaudy one, he looks a little bit more confident now than he did before with his 10 guys around him. And he says, looks like you found what we're looking for. Care to treat with us?
Honestly, don't know how to reply to that.
Care to what with you?
Treat with us? Care to parlay?
Or are you a fucking pirate?
What you talking about? What you mean? Somebody whispers in his ear. That.
There are plenty of pirates around this place.
Sorry, I'm just trying to, make it, have a little style.
We're not exactly getting vibes of peaceful negotiation by you all pointing your wands at this building.
He says, well, peace by war, peace by peace. Whatever you
Oh,
want
it's
to do.
it's like that. Oh, if you want to get gangster about this, we can do that. Tess,
Make
go
a
ahead and
Molotov
activate the secret sauce. Koch,
Yes.
do you want to contribute anything to this? Because it sounds like they want to get rough.
I asked if I could make a Molotov cocktail.
Oh yeah, go for it. It's the case, second drawer to the left underneath the counter.
Got it.
So, what's it gonna be? Are you guys gonna go and get our piece of kit from our buddy Nelson, or is it we're gonna get into some gangster stuff, so to speak?
Molotov!
Really?
Yeah! Like, right in the middle of their group, preferably.
All right, I'm not even gonna make you roll for that.
All right.
I'm
Sounds good.
Fire erupts everywhere, and some of it splashes on their robes, and the robes start catching fire.
Well, I guess that's
Can,
good.
And some
What
of
are
the
they
guys
doing?
they start shooting off rounds with their wands, dude, and it looks kind of pretty.
I'm gonna
can
draw.
I, like, is it safe enough to run in to punch some of them?
Sure, it's always safe enough to run there to punch some up.
Well, I mean, am I gonna catch on fire?
No, you're not gonna catch on fire.
All right. Can I run in and punch some, like, the
So
closest
you
one?
run in, and then there's the tall mage, is what I call him. He's literally the tallest mage there, and he's flabbergasted by the fact that you would, they talk a good game, but they don't seem to be too hot on aggression.
So I can just punch him?
Yeah, you can walk in there and take a smack at him. He doesn't even expect it.
All right.
Watch these guys be like the pacifist order of the Imbis or something.
Well, they shouldn't have come in here wands ablazing.
Nah, so roll a 20-sided. And what are we going to roll there for that? We're going to roll strength because he's not that tough.
He's not 18.
18.
Oh my god.
You hit this
Oh my
guy
God.
so hard that not only do you knock him out, by the time he hits the ground, his wand is still spinning in the air.
Oh, she made his teeth click.
She made his teeth click.
She hit him
So,
hard.
what are you going to do with the wand?
Can I keep it?
Yeah, you can keep it.
Or do you
Oh
have to
my
have
gosh, she
magic?
trophied him.
Wait, I'm a mage, right?
Yeah, you're a
I can use
mage.
it, right?
You collect shit like that.
Oof.
Trophy.
And then his second in command is like, whoa, no, wait a minute. Just stop it.
Good, because I got my Hound Fang assault rifle aimed. I got two of them. I'm
He's
aiming
like,
at
what's
each.
this, everyone? Just calm down.
That jumped up a notch, didn't it? I mean, that
Are they
escalated
still
quick.
on fire?
This is
Are they like
We're-
stacked up and rolling? What's going on?
last time I checked, y'all were the ones surrounding us.
We just want what's ours, man. That's all. They dropped the magic act and just turned like in the hippies.
I mean, are they still on fire though?
Yeah, some of them are on fire, but they're stopping, dropping, and rolling.
It was a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if rolling might actually spread the flames.
Oh, it stops and it puts it out.
Yeah.
Then
There's dust on the street there around you guys.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're in the seedier part of town, buddy.
mhm.
Tess. Yeah, Tess. Go ahead and tell McCready to stand down.
McCready was like, as if I was gonna. He comes out of nowhere, he grabs the phone. He's like, as if I was coming down there for that shit.
Oh, Constable
wanna
my
see the
ass.
He says, you know what they say in this town? What happens? What he said? What happens in your place stays in your place.
Fair enough.
What happens at Noodles stays at Noodles.
That's right. What happens at Noodle stays at Noodles, buddy. He says you should make that your third rule.
Thought it did have as a third rule, but all right. Okay, so
Like, can't we just
Wait,
talk
what are the
about
first
this?
2 rules?
maybe you should lead off with that.
Then talk.
He borrowed something from us. He never returned it.
What did he borrow?
What do you mean? What did he borrow? He borrowed an artifact.
What artifact?
What was it?
It was kind of yay big, looked like a little phone.
Then what does it do?
You don't rightly know.
Then why do you want it?
We paid for it fair and square.
How much?
I don't know. That was before my time.
Well, I guess you you don't know how much. It's fine. It's ours now.
He's
Isn't
like,
possession
come
9 tenths of the
on.
law?
He's like,
Possession 9 tenths of the law, right?
you're gonna kill. He says, the boss isn't gonna like this.
Well, the boss can suck it. Like nobody cares.
You
Who
see a
are you
hand
guys?
come up, and you see a hand come up like this. I don't think I have much to say. It dropped
That's
back
the
down.
boss.
He's
Wow.
like, somebody pick up the boss.
Oh boy.
Gentlemen, ladies, and non-binaries amongst you, take this out as a loss and go.
And they just look at you like this little mousy individual says, you don't understand. When we get power, and we'll get power, we'll be back.
I light up my Psy sword and say, we can end this right now if you like.
And so
You know,
the guy, the second in command shoots a very stern look at the mouthy individual, and they take their leave, tail between their legs.
they always
was
pick the
so
hard
fun.
way.
And so after this dust up is over, and people who are out there gawking, pretty much are told by Tess that there's nothing to see here.
Just yeah, as if
Just
our in-house
blatantly
entertainment
lying
isn't
like
enough.
that. I mean, damn.
I mean, literally nothing to see. The fight was over in like 2 seconds.
That's because you guys are tough.
That's
And
no
Correction.
fun.
And you hear clapping in the background. And you
Oh.
see our friend from Northern Gun, from Northern Gun Espionage saying, "See, you always make it out alive. I knew I chose the right people."
I mean,
I don't know if that is exactly
are those who you want to like?
is that how you're gauging us? Because I feel like we're getting like a backhanded compliments here.
I'm pretty sure that I said this was a setup.
I think we just encountered the Backstreet Boys of wizarding groups here that attacked us, and
Wait, what's wrong with the Backstreet Boys?
there's known as soft back in the day.
And
How do you know?
once again, she bids you guys adieu. And she says, 3 million. Think about it.
That's true.
I've got Backstreet Boys stuck in my head.
Nah. So,
All right, so
you guys should think about this and let me know your answer in our next installment, Chapter 3.
Chapter 3. What happened to 2?
Well, Chapter 2. We did Chapter 2 was you guys talking about the engineer.
Oh, so this was a 2-chapter session. Okay.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
tune in next time.
Tune in
Riffs
next
goes
time.
to the machine.
Tune in next time for Ghost to the Machine. Absolutely.
And as Jack Gray continues to question his life choices.